Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be working in a 4-inch hoop. I had grabbed these on clearance from Michaels and I do love them. They look beachy. Fluorite, I don't know how to say the name of these beads, but they kind of look like sea glass. But I got it all ready and then I decided not to do that. Instead, I'm going to be using the pinks that I made the heart shape in, because why not? I want to keep it simple, and the wire I'm using is 22 gauge wire, and this is in a playlist. It's from Amazon. I wanted to update you guys on a few things. First of all, the hoops that I use on Amazon are no longer available in silver, so that's not good for me. I hope you're well stocked. Anyway, so I went ahead and I put 11 wires on my hoop with a slip knot, and I saved the last one for you. If you don't know how to make a slip knot, or you're not able to make a slip knot, sometimes I can't, go to the playlist. You'll find there are several ways. I think I have 3 different ways to put the wire onto your hoop. But for today, we're going to do a slip knot. Fold your wire in half. From the top, go through your hoop. I like to support it, the wire, and with my thumb and my finger. Bring these 2 through your hoop, and then put a finger on either side so it doesn't slide all over your hoop. Give it a tug and put in some twists. Also guys, I'm going to be modifying the length of my tutorials. Also, I'm going to be doing a lot of techniques instead of full tutorials. This way here I can teach you more in less time. I have over 700 videos out there, and for anyone that's new, go to your playlist, because anything that the most you're going to learn is I've already shown. So now that I have my wires on my hoop, you could do one or two things. You can just twist or separate them and twist. I'm going to show you the difference. Okay, so if you separate them, this is how I usually do it. Fix your roots so that you like them. Once you start twisting, you can't really do anything with them. And cross it over like that. You can do it that way and support your work right there and twist it out, or just gather them together. I'm going to do it that way because right like that, I like the way those roots look. So I'm going to start putting in your twists like that. Yeah, that's all right. And then take a look and see if you want to go more. I think I will do one more half a twist. Okay, I think that's a good height. The roots are a little long for the length of the trunk, so what I'm going to do is just give it a little pinch. It's not a big deal. Or I can try and put one more twist down by the roots, like that. There you go. Plus I'm going to put a bend. Don't know if I'm going to do that right now. Let me think for a minute. Okay. I will put a little bend. I've just fallen in love with the bend in my trees. I don't know why. It's just my little mark. My trademark. Okay, so now it looks like this. I'm going to take 4 wires from the left. And 4 from the right. Make sure they all want to go. This one doesn't want to go. I'll take another one. There we go. I always double count because I make mistakes too. Okay, now I want to split my work right here. I don't want it to twist down past that. And for this, I cross it over once and then one more time, and that's it for the top. Now we're going to do the same for the sides. I'm going to take 4 and 4. This time you're going to support your work right there where the twist is going to go, because you don't want it to go over it. So take control of that so it doesn't twist up right there. I don't want my branch to come there from there, even though sometimes it does. Okay, now do the same thing over here. Take 4 and separate. Now rotate your work, hold on to it, separate them, just like that. And I like to use my thumb for tension, and also it helps me to keep the twist nice and neat. I think that'll be it for now. Maybe one more. I don't want them, they don't have to be exact, they just have to look good. My trees are a novelty. They do not at all represent the look of a real tree. And that's the way I like it. Now we're going to go back again, take 4 and separate them into 2 and 2. Again, support your work always. Right there, guys. For anyone that's new, that's where you have to hold when you put your twists in. Sorry for the scratch, but I want to show you why. Because you don't want it to go up higher than that. So just support your work there and put in a few twists like that. Go to your next set of 4 and 4. Again, support your work right there, hold on to it, and cross it over and put in a few twists. We'll come back and do more as we go if needed. Your tree will tell you what to do. Sometimes it gives you no choice. If you start twisting a certain way, you can't undo it, so you have to go with it. If you make a little mistake, you can fix it. You can untwist once. If you make a mistake and you break a wire, go to the playlists. I promise you'll learn how to fix them. If you come up short, go to the playlist. It's all there. And today I'm working with 4 and maybe 6 millimeter bicones and round crystals. You can do the same exact project with beads. I want to keep it simple. You can use seed beads. I have a bunch of 4-inch tutorials, bracelets. It's all in my playlist. I made them for you. I have over 700 of them. Check them out. That's where you're going to learn. Anyway, you can do this with seed beads. If you've not made a tree and you're thinking maybe this could be a craft, that's where you want to start. Check out the playlists. Okay, so right now this is what my tree looks like. I think it's quite lovely. I'm going to continue on and twist out each of these 2 to 1, and then I'll be back. Okay, I got the last 2, the sets of 2 and 2 twisted out around the entire tree, and now my tree looks like this. Now the crystals that I'm using, they're quite beautiful. I used these on the heart-shaped hoop, and they are also on Etsy. These are, I believe, both the pink and the clear are 4 millimeters. I might have a few pink, I do, 6 millimeters, but they are far and few in between. I used all of them on my heart-shaped project. I'm not going to mix them. These are already mixed. Some 4, 6, and 8. I'll probably be using 6 millimeter clear. So, and these wires are very long, so we are going to jam beautiful into this tree. I'm going to make a lot of leaves. That's why I left the wires so long, kinda. Okay, we're going to start off by putting 3 I think I'm going to change that up too. Instead of using 3 for my leaves, I'm going to change that on my next project, I think. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a lot with technique. Instead of just working a total project out, I'll get you started, show you what I'm doing, pause it, and then return and carry on. And some of my videos will be showing you different ways to do things without creating an entire project. Supplies are a little tough right now. I have no hoops. I have hoops. I have another 4-inch. I have a few 5.5 inch, and some 8-inch. And they're not my favorite. With the longest wire, you have one long and one short because of your leaf. Twist with your long one. We're going to do things a little bit different with this one because I have so much long wire. What we'll do is I don't think we're going to use those. Maybe we'll do it all just in clear and pink. It's easy. I don't want to mix them. I'm going to alternate color. You don't have to. Once it's all together, like there's a round one, you're not going to be able to tell. It's just going to be a splash of pretty. And with the longest wire, you're going to pull your beads down. I've got 4. Cross it over with the long wire and twist with the long wire. By that, I'm twisting this towards me, like that. I have to get rid of these because they're driving me crazy. Just going to throw them in this thing here I was using to paint something for a stand, like a stain on it. That's okay. So now, with the long wire being on the bottom, we're going to make a leaf. And the leaves are not all going to be just pink or clear. I'm just going to mix them up. There we go. Now, they're about the same because we have 2 leaves. Now I'm going to put in a few twists, like that. And I'm going to put in another little cluster of 2 on each wire. Okay, and now I was going to put another leaf right there. I think I will. Why not? I have them. I'm going to do it. I got the wire. I'm going to see how much pretty we can put on this hoop. And I'm not going to do all of this with you. Right now we are at 14 minutes. So I'll do maybe 1 or 2 more, and then I'll do a few. And then I'll come back. I'm just showing you the technique that I'm using right now. Like that. Now, with the long wire, after your leaf, always put in a twist or 2. I'm going to do 2. I'm going to bring the 2 wires over my hoop, bring them up, bring them over again. It's a little short because I added that extra leaf, but it's still good. Bring them up. I'm going to grab my pliers, which I don't like to do. That's why I like my wire long, but that's okay. I'm going to go right over that leaf. bring it over again. And it did not catch the little one, but that's okay. I'll just bend it down with my tweezers. Get in there. For everyone that's new, I don't like to use pliers. I like to use the tweezers because I don't like any bumpy, scratchy wires. But I also started with tweezers and a nail clipper, so that's the truth. I couldn't afford to invest in a craft that I didn't know if I was going to love it. But I do love it. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I'm going to start off again with a leaf. We are going to change this up. Just giving me grief. Get you 3 on there and bring the wire right up to the twist. That's what I was trying to do. And hold on to it and put in your little twists for your leaf. Now you have a long and a short wire. Long wire. Excuse me. Make a few twists like that. And now I'm ready to put crystals on your 2 wires. This is just as pretty, guys, with seed beads that you can usually catch on sale. I do have my preference in a playlist that I get from Amazon. And there's some round ones in there too. 4mm. I bought these for a special project. But anyway, yeah, so you can get the seed beads on sale. Usually you can catch a good sale at Michael's. That's where I got the beads this time. And I need this long wire over here because I'm going to make a leaf. Also, the seed beads that I like are mirrored seed beads, just as pretty as a crystal. Put anything you like, any kind of a crystal or a bead or a pony bead, plastic or glass, whatever you want to put on your tree, put it on your tree. There are no rules. I just have techniques that I share, that's all. Long wire, twist with that one, and take a look at my work. I'm going to put another little cluster. As we get further up, I want to add more leaves. Yeah, I'm glad I'm doing just with what I have right there instead of using the other 6mm round crystals because I just don't want to mix them. And often that's what I end up doing. Not anymore. I'm going to add another leaf. Slide them down, bring your wire right up, put in a few twists. So that's the technique I'm using, and I'm going to probably do that throughout the whole tree. Let's see, how are we on time? 20 minutes, not bad. I'm going to put in a twist. I was thinking about letting leaves on the outside of my tree. I don't know yet. We'll see. Bring it up. I'm not going over that leaf. Well, I am over it, but not holding it down. I can still move it up. And that one little wire, I'm just going to push down. And we will be lacing or wrapping this tree. That's another technique. It's in the playlist for everyone that's new. Something that I do with all my work. Check them out. You'll learn a lot. I poured my soul into those playlists to teach you what I've learned to do on my own. My techniques are not copied from anybody's work. I have made a lot of mistakes in the past almost 11 years now doing my craft, but I've also learned a lot, and I share everything. Anything I do on here, I'll show you if I make a mistake. I have decided not to do a tutorial with the moon. I don't know if I've said that yet. That's not a tutorial project by any means. That's a big project. There are some things I don't share. I want to show you stuff that you can easily pick up. This is supposed to be for beginners, even though I know a lot of you have learned more than beginner level. Some of you amaze me. It's like, oh, wow, you didn't learn that from me. You picked that up on your own. You put your own spin on things, and I love that. It's not quite my work, which I'm glad, but you've used my techniques and you've done wonderful, which also makes me feel like accomplished. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish this one here. I'm just blabbing at this point, and I'll do a few and then I'll come back. Okay, and I'll change my glasses. Whoops. And then I'll be able to see. Okay. So now with the long wire, that's because we made the leaf. If you don't, and I start talking, I don't pay attention, always use your long wire. I'm going to put a leaf on this wire. Here we go. Put in a few twists. I think I'd like to put another leaf right there, but I'm not going to. Now I'll add a leaf with this wire. It does make the wire short, but that's okay. Slide it down a little bit and bring it up to the point of twisting. Hold those two and twist your leaf. There you have it. Now we'll put in one twist because we're at the hoop. Bring it to your hoop. Notice I always hold on to it. bring it up. Now I'm holding it from the back, bring it over, a little tug with your hoop, pass it up. Got a long wire that I like and a stinker that I don't, but that's okay. And pass it down. I didn't want to cut the wire any longer because I knew I would have one short one, but it's long enough that it doesn't need to be lengthened. No hocus pocus needed to reach my hoop. Fingers crossed. I don't want to jinx myself. Cut that. And now I'll get in there with my tweezers and just tighten that up. Press that one down. There. So, there we have it. This is the technique that I'm using. I'm going to go ahead and throw some more on there, and then I'll come back, and then we'll decide what we're going to do with these leaves, if we're going to have them sticking out or not. But so far, so good. That's the technique, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I went ahead and I did the other side to match this side, mostly to keep it in the center of the hoop. So in showing you my techniques, we're going to continue on, and what I've been doing is adding the leaves and just kind of like have them overlap a little bit, like this row. They're all coming forward. May have to space them out. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens, how full it is. But we're just going to keep on going. I'm going to twist this out a little bit more, like right about here, so that the leaf will fall above the branch. I was going to end it as part one, but I'm going to keep going for a little bit. I don't know how long it's going to take. Mostly, like I said, it's not a full tutorial. This is a technique, and I will be doing like 3/4 of it with you without boring you to tears. Same thing. Put a leaf, 3 bicones, hold on to it, and put in a few little twists like this. Doesn't have to be really long. We just want it to sit pretty in that space. And now, with the longest wire being this one, put in just a few twists, just like that. And now we'll do a little cluster. My thought behind this method is you don't need to see me do the same thing and watch me complete every row the same, because that's basically what I'm doing, but enough to keep your attention so that you can pick up the pattern and apply it to your work. And that's what my plan is, especially for the near future. I'm not able to get any hoops right now. I did order wire, and I will be working with bracelets. Those I can probably do a full tutorial. But believe it or not, take a look at my over 700 videos. Some of them have 5 parts to them. And believe it or not, look at the Valentine, the heart. Hours. It took hours, literally, to make. And you don't have to watch me do this for hours to get the idea of what to do, because I know you can do it. You know you can do it. I have faith in you. You've shown me. So, times are a little bit crazy right now. We've got holidays coming up and whatnot, so I'm just trying to keep my hands busy, but I'm also doing things on the side. I've been to a few craft shows. I have one more possibly if it doesn't get canceled. There's a good chance it will. I hope not. I'm going to make a short little video. I'm going to show you a couple of things that I've made this week. Like I said, I did do a silver moon. I'm not happy with the trim on it. I think I'm going to change that. It's not exactly the same as the big one that I did with the brown wire and with the green beads. That one's clear. This one's clear. And like I said, I will not do a tutorial on the moon. It is too hard and too long. I did do a heart with the rose gold wire, and I overdid it, and I don't love it, but I know somebody that does, and she may buy it. She's gonna call me later. I'll show it to you right now, actually. I think I overdid it. So it's this. Very, very full, a lot of wire, the roots are big, and a lot of branches. There's 3, 4, 5, 6 limbs on there. Like I said, it's not my favorite. I think it's overdone, but this thing is a lot of work. It took me 3 days to make that, and a lot of wire and a lot of beads. I can't do any more like that. It's too expensive for me to put that much work into it, especially when I can't really get any more. Well, I have 2 more heart hoops, and then I can't get any more for now. Silver ones are unavailable. I do have a lot of bracelets and big hoops, and I'll share a little bit of work on those with you, or I can do a like this, more of technique on how to get you started, and patterns and suggestions without taking an hour and a half to 2 hours of your time to just watch me show you what I'm doing. They both came off. Yeah, we have to take poor little Finn back to the vet again. We think he has asthma. They did say the last time that was a possibility. He does this dry cough thing. It's not like he's choking on a fur ball or he's going to vomit, because it's just not the same. It is like a coughing fit. It's the saddest thing in the whole world. It's been doing it more and more lately, and there's been a lot of fire in the area that I live, and days of burnt woods. You could smell it in the house, and I don't know, maybe that's it, I don't know. So I'm worried about my baby. I'm still just alternating with the pink and the clear. I'm trying to add, because the wires are long, I want a leaf on the top of every row. Because I have 1 or 2 things I can do. I can reverse them, put them out, and have it over the hoop, which I don't know yet. I'm still thinking about that one. And just twist this nice and close, like that. Works. And just bring it to the top. Oh, I didn't finish that one. I had to stop for a little bit. My husband came home and I fixed him some lunch. cut that before I forget. Okay, I gotta push it up. I don't like to stop in the middle, but I had to. And again, we have that little wire. I don't know why I just put that there. I'm trying not to have a sloppy space. There we go. Now this one, again we have that short wire. I could put another leaf right there. That's what I did on, like this one here. I did end up with putting 2 leaves. I think nah, I won't do it this time. This wire here was just long enough. So this is definitely a good length where I'm not wasting so much and I'm actually making more leaves. Oops, still there. Oh, it's gone. Can we put that up a little bit? We'll see once we finish how we're going to space this out. I don't want to do too much moving until I'm ready. Clearly I only have 2 wires left, so these will all move up. Okay. I still have a good amount of the pink little bicones left. I got the 4mm in the bicone and the round. I bought a lot of them. Well, not a lot. 2 of each. And they are in the playlist, if they're still available. It seems like everything I tried to buy or reorder, I couldn't get. I don't have that many 6mm round crystals in the pink left. So every time I come across one, I take it out and I'm just throwing them under that because I'm going to use it in a floral that I have in mind for centers. Okay. So basically I've done the same thing as I always do. The only thing different is I cut the wire a little long so that I could have a leaf all at the top of every row, and that really made a difference. I'm going to put another leaf right there, I think, even though I already have one. Don't have to be the same, it just has to be pretty. No, I don't think that to put another cluster next to a cluster, it might throw my, the shape of my branch off. So I put 3. Give it a little twist. There. I'm going to go again with another leaf. See, it doesn't matter. I won't be able to tell. It's not that I'm doing something wrong. I'm just not following the pattern because it's not in the best interest of that area. It won't look good. If I put another cluster next to that, it's going to throw off all of this here. So that's what I mean when I tell you your tree will let you know. If I try to follow that pattern, it's not going to work out. I'm going to just put 1 at the top because the leaf isn't as high up. I've got the wire. May as well. I don't want a big space right there. So I'll put a bicone on each wire. That'll fill it in. Plus I have to come down here and put the twists in. There we go. We bring those 2 wires up. Bring them up again. 1. The other one's too short. So what I'll do, see if I can bring it, oh, I can't even bring it over. Okay, so bring it over this way. I don't have to go around the hoop twice with that one. Probably should just clip it off right there, but I'm not. I'm gonna try. Get it to look right. Almost. Yeah, that's better. Okay, this is the last wire. What am I gonna do? I think I'll put a pink leaf on the other side. And then I'll do my cluster. Then we'll be able to see what the tree looks like. All pushed up in the right area, and then we'll put the bends. I would like to have done this with 6mm in addition to the 4mm bicones. I just didn't have enough. And then if I did, it would be in clear, because I have a lot of those. But I don't think I would have liked it as much as I like this. And I like it like this. It looks good. I think it's actually very pretty. I'm pleased with it. Once I put the embellishments on it, it'll look a lot better. I will lace it, but I'm not going to do that on this. I'm just going to finish this branch up, and we'll call this part 1. Part 2 will be simple and quick. I'll have everything ready and just put it all together. Yeah, if I had done this full, it would be into 2 hours. It's not a fast project. That's why I like technique style now. Still get to see what I'm doing. And I get to say hello to everybody that's new. And hopefully things will get back to normal. And I'll be posting regular again. I am going to be doing some work on my channel, sharing as much as I possibly can with what I have and what I have to do. So, I don't know if you can hear that. I have the overhead fan on. It's been really unseasonably warm the last couple of days. And it gets so stuffy in here. I have enough wire to put a leaf on the other side. So I will. Like that. I don't know if I mentioned, I don't think I did. I don't even have it in here. I ordered I ordered a spool of the KC Gold wire in the 22mm. It came, Amazon delivered that today, and that came as a, well, I did the double wedding hoop trees. If you're new here, they're not full tutorials. It wasn't meant to be a tutorial. I was just sharing what I did for my now daughter-in-law, and she did feature them in the wedding. And there's a few wedding little clips that I made and shared. But I love that gold wire. It's not, I don't really care for copper. And the regular gold with the brand that I use is yellow. It's just disgusting. I don't like it. I mean, if you use it, that's okay. But for me, I just don't. I hate it. But the KC Gold, that was a lifesaver, because the wedding was green and gold. And that's why I have so many green beads, because I made bracelets and trees. Okay, so now we have all the wires done. Now we get to move our branches. This right here should be at the top. Let's see. What do we have? I still haven't tightened them up yet. Oh, that's pretty. Definitely like it. And this right here, I can't get that over it. That's where the solder mark is. That's okay. We can just move these up. Like that. because that is the top of the tree right here. And I'm gonna, like that. It's popping like that because I haven't tightened it up yet. But that's what it's looking like done. And now what I'd like to do is just go in and tighten it up and get rid of that trampoline pull to it. I want to give these branches some bends. Put your hand underneath and press down with your thumb, push up with your fingers. And that'll help you to have more control over your bend and not break your wire. This tree is done. All I have to do now, I will lace it and embellish it. If you go to if you're new, go to my playlist and look up lacing or wrapping. I'm not going to do that with you, or I might make that part too. For anyone that doesn't want to go to a playlist to see how I finish this off, I will do it. But we'll just call this part 1. Tree's done, and I do like it. I think it came out really cute, very sparkly. And that's how I'm going to be doing things from now on for a while on tutorials that would ordinarily take a long time. We're not going to do it that way anymore. We're going to do techniques, and I have a few new ones. So with that, I will see you for part 2. Bye.